gonna piss about nothing but the time. Blitz, Bama, blitz.
Give me Alabama to break home.
It's when somebody takes what's yours. And this is our game. It's our time. And here's the guy's trying to take it from us. So that makes this shit personal.
Make it personal, baby. What's up, everybody? Sunday night, Talk'N Bama. I know you're looking up here, you're thinking, where's JT? I'm flipping. Wait, give us a chance. At least let us get through a topic before you just turn us off completely. All right. Your host for the night, TJ. Yeah. All right. Got with me Domo, you taking a big break from NFL. How you doing tonight, man?
Man, feeling great, feeling blessed, snowed in, but hey, we rocking. Let's go.
And filling in for Herb Hunter. What's up, man? How are we doing tonight, man? You ready to roll?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Let's get it.
We're going to get right into it, guys, because this broke, just a day or two ago?
Yeah.
And was huge news that everybody was waiting for. Mm-hmm. But I think some of us had given up hope that it was actually going to happen.
I did, yeah.
Coach Kap fired. Domo, Alabama finally moved on. Why did they decide this was the time?
Well, if you look at it, Coach Kap had been there for 2 years, the same amount as Kalen DeBoer. And you want your offensive line to really improve year by year as you get there. And when you go into year two, that's when you really expect your system and what you want to run in certain position groups to really take a step, a level up or whatever. And the offensive line gave up 24 sacks, was it, in 2024 with Jalen Milroe?
Yeah.
Now, how you give up 24 sacks to a quarterback like Milroe, I don't have an answer for that. But in year two, man, instead of improving, they really got worse, giving up 32 sacks. Me and Hunter did discuss that on the blueprint Friday night. So instead of improving, he got worse. And like Hunter said, man, he's a hell of a recruiter. But coach wise, man, it just wasn't working out for Alabama. So I feel like change was needed. I'm surprised it took this long, but man, hey, I'm just glad they pulled the trigger and made it happen.
Yep. And you said the one of the best points in there, no improvement. You weren't seeing it, and it's not like he didn't have talent. I understand if you come in and it's a bunch of no names, or you're playing 5 freshmen out there or whatever. But PFF was like, hey, you guys got a great line 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
And it still wasn't happening. So, no, that's a great point. Damo saying that. Hunter, so he's already mentioned that and the lack of improvement or cohesion. So what went wrong up front for the Tide? And is it all on Coach Kap?
I'm not going to put every, I'm going to say 80-20, honestly. 80% on Kap, 20% on the players. I feel like our front line was honestly a little too soft. If you know what I mean. And I think we were too big, actually, at some point. I mean, you're too big. You're not going to be able to move fast enough. I mean, Proctor, for example, he was, almost 400 pounds at the beginning of the season. Yeah, that's way too big. That's way too big for being the position that he was at. But, if you look at Kap's history, like Domo said, he got worse with Bama, right?
Yeah.
Ever since he's been an offensive line coach just this season, this is the most sacks his offensive line gave up in his entire coaching career. So that's a bad thing. And then obviously, if you look at his coaching history and you look at Bama's got the best offensive line out of his entire history, right? So you have the best offensive line right now, and you go worse. You're worse. Can't really say that's an offensive line issue. That's a coaching issue. So, can't be able to run the ball either. So, where's the starter at? The offensive line. So, let's just do what we do.
And I also want to add to what you're saying, Hunter. Yeah. It was it's week 8, 9, 10, and we're still we're rotating offensive linemen. I feel like right there. I feel like the left side of the offensive line was really set in stone because you had Caden Parker and Cam Dewberry. Now Cam Dewberry did miss some time, but he didn't miss a lot of time, to the point where you had to replace him. But the left side was really set in stone. But that right side where you couldn't figure out who would go where with Wilkin Formby and Michael Carroll. all season. That's just not something that you want to see like as a fan and as a coach either. And when you look at Alabama football, like where does it start? Okay, up front, whether it's offensive line and defensive line.
Yeah.
And I just feel like offensive line wise, there was a couple games where they showed flashes of how good they could be. But I just feel like with this group this season, man, the bad really outweighed the good. So changes had to be made, and they had to be made very soon. So yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I agree with that for sure. And like I said, a lot of we'd heard reports that it was going to happen after the transfer portal closed. So I think people were looking for it anyway. And we've said this a million times, right? If we said right now, hey, Coach DeBoer should be fired tomorrow, there'll be some, there'll be debates back and forth, right? There's not a single person that's defending Coach Kap and like, okay, this is somebody who say, you know what I mean? Everybody was just pretty much happy that it happened and ready to move on. So some I didn't do, sorry, that's my TJ. And he didn't say hello to a couple people. What's up? We see Cat, Roll Tide Productions.
How you doing?
Beasley. Appreciate everybody tuning in. And yeah, I think most people think it was the right decision to move on.
Yeah.
But could we see Grubb potentially next?
So this was, I don't know, I just added this in.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This is gonna be because it wasn't on our seat. Well,
that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, Hunter, we'll let you kick off on this. I mean, let's just be honest. We've been talking about it with Cap. Does Grubb get any of the blame? Like, how much of this is at his feet? What happened with the offensive line?
Yeah.
I mean, of course. I mean, he's the offensive coordinator. So here's the thing. I know, look, we talked about the offensive line, whatever, could not run the ball. But if we do not consistently try to run the ball, how's it going to get fixed? We were, an 80-20 throwing team out of 20% of running?
I mean, really 90-10, honestly.
It doesn't feel like it. I mean, and the 10 would be like the first drive, and then we were like, all right,
What was the biggest reason he got fired in Seattle?
Yeah.
He didn't run the ball. So what's he do in Alabama in 2 years? Don't run the ball.
Don't run the ball.
Or his first year, he doesn't run the ball.
Yeah.
So, of course, we could take some blame with Grubb, obviously. I mean, there was a bunch of play calling that was ridiculous. Like, for example, the Rose Bowl. Coming out of halftime, you throw back-to-back screens. For no reason. You're down 17. But
well, can I kick off of that too? You started the first drive, you ran it 3 times, like we were trying to prove something, and then we're just like, screw it, we're not doing that.
That's what it was.
None of it made sense.
Yeah, I think it was really just like that all season. But
here's another thing. I mean, we used the crispy package how many times in the beginning of the season and never seen it again?
We used it in like 3 games.
Georgia, Missouri, Vanderbilt.
Yeah, and then that was really it. Yeah,
and never seen it again.
Yeah,
when it worked.
Yeah.
So,
and especially Grubb never seemed to know when the correct time to run a trick play was. Let's just be honest. His timing for trick plays has been off on everything.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I knew we were like cooked. I'm not gonna lie when he was trying to do a lot of different things, especially going on the field and trying something different from coaching on the field.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Nah, this ain't that, so I'm going back up top." Like,
you want to know when I honestly knew like the run game was cooked. I forgot who we were about to play, but he got in the Monday presser, and the reporter was like, what strategies do you have to fix the run game? And he was like, I used them all. I said, yeah, the run game is just like, there is no fixing it. Like, up to this point, I do think that Grubb gets like some of the blame also. I think everybody on the offensive side gets majority of blame also. But my only problem with Ryan Grubb is that he did a really bad job this season of utilizing the talent around him. I felt that there was
times with you.
Yeah, thank you. I think that he did a really bad job of utilizing the talent around him. You got your 4 receivers deep, okay? You're 3 running backs deep, right? You're 2-3 tight ends deep. There is no way Alabama, we struggled to score over 30 points against teams that weren't cupcakes, all season. So, man, hopefully he gets it together in year 3 because it's looking like we got to go through another season with Ryan Grubb. But me personally, I just want to see him get better at utilizing the talent that's being put around him. So
another thing with Grubb though, and you can kind of say the same thing with the board though, is when we get a lot of momentum and we start having consistent drives, then we stop and then we start being like conservative too much.
Yeah,
and it ruins just the momentum. Like what game was it? I think it was Auburn. We were absolutely
17-6,
dominating.
we were up. Yeah.
We were absolutely dominating, and then he does a trick play, and it ruins the entire momentum.
Right.
And then Auburn gets back into the game.
Yeah.
Stuff like that ruins us. So,
I 1,000% agree. He did not know when to. It's like he had a design like, I want to use this trick play. And we're like, if the regular plays are working, keep it simple. I mean, that's just how it goes. So, and Kat, there's another good point here. This is why one reason why we kind of threw this one in. Yeah, Grubb has been on the hot seat as far as Alabama fans are concerned. So do you guys feel anything like, is Kap like the sacrifice in this case? If we fire one of y'all, everybody else is safe? Did they have a discussion? Did they get together and say, okay, we at least have to get rid of one of you guys?
I'll just be honest. As far as the offensive line goes, like Alabama, we haven't had a dominant offensive line since 2020. You know?
Right.
So I just feel like people are getting the blame right now because, like, and I said this before, like Nick Saban is not there anymore. Okay, like we can't look at Coach Kap and be like, "Oh, the offensive line is terrible." The offensive line has been terrible. Okay, Alabama has not been consistent running the football since 2020 when we had Najee Harris and the Joe Moore Offensive Line Award winner. You know, so I just feel like these are problems that have been here with Alabama. Like some fans are just now choosing to call it out. So.
Yeah,
I mean, like Hunter said Friday, Cat was getting the talent in there. He's a great recruiter. He just wasn't getting the most out of it. So that's really all it was.
You know, like I don't know where he would go. Let's say like me personally, I didn't want him to be our offensive line coach anymore, obviously, but I wouldn't mind him staying with the team of doing something totally different. Because like I said, like I told you, Dama, that he was a hell of a recruiter, and it's proven. Look how many we just got out of the portal.
Right.
But
kind of like Sheridan, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah, kind of like Sheridan. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, whoever they hire an offensive line coach, man, it's got to be like a home run hire. It's got to be. So
I did call it Friday, though.
Yeah, it's got to be a home run hire. So man, we're gonna see, bro.
And Joe, we appreciate you jumping in here too as well. And and the sad thing is what the book on Grubb was that he makes good adjustments. It's one of the first things I read about him before he got to Bama, and that wasn't proven to be the case. Go ahead, Hunter. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I've been hearing stuff that we potentially might get 2 offensive line coaches.
Yep, that's been posted a lot lately. Yeah, because that's like more of a pro model.
So
people are throwing out the names like Sam Pittman, but they're like he's not coming back. So
I don't think Pittman is
USC analyst, right?
Yeah,
I think is going to be.
I've seen him, and to be honest, if you look at his resume right now at USC, yes, he's a defensive line coach.
Yeah.
But if you look at him from 22, I mean,
I'm a throw a name out there, man. If I was the board in Alabama, I would throw an absolute bag at George Barnett from Iowa.
That'd be good.
That's actually who I would.
Because they always play physical. That's all Iowa is. Go get linemen and tight ends.
Yeah, like Iowa is like an offensive line factory, and they just won the Joe Moore Award, right? So I would throw an absolute bag at Joe Moore. But like I said, man, whoever we hire, like we don't have a chance but to rock with them, okay? Because the staff like them. But it's got to be a great hire. If it's not a great hire, man, the offensive line struggles are going to continue. So we'll see these next coming days or weeks. So
no, good call there. We're gonna move on to the next one. This still kind of piggybacks off of this, and we know we've already transport is closed, but there's still players out there, and then we're also talking about recruiting as well. So Dama, we're going to start with you. How does firing Kap now and maybe even keeping Grubb, how does that impact your recruiting? and your development going forward?
Well, players who commit. All right, so I'm gonna say this: players commit to schools for coaches. That's what I'm gonna say. And so I can tell a lot of these guys they did love Coach Kap. My guy Bear Fretwell being one of them. He was a big fan of Coach Kap. So you can tell like he was developing like real relationships with these guys, and a lot of them are probably blindsided by the news that he's gonna be let go. But I mean, I think we just did like a really good job of getting guys in there, getting them signed, and then making that move because now we got at least like a year with them, So I don't think it's really going to impact Alabama because we're still getting visits, we're still getting interest, we're still reaching out to players, but it's gonna be interesting to see like how the offensive lineman handle it, handle the news of him not being there no more, and hopefully who they hire to come in, has a much bigger impact than Coach Kap had as well. So I don't really think it'll make that big of an impact, on the offensive line at all.
Yeah. Hunter, are you worried at all about how many different offensive linemen we've brought in and now changing the coaching staff as well? Does that bother you at all? Or are you on board with that?
I'm on board with it, honestly. So, I mean, let's just think about this. I mean, what does the coaches say when a player gets injured? It's always the next man up, right? So you got to say the same thing about the coaches that get fired. It's always the next man up. Whoever you bring in, you got to trust them. You got to trust them to be able to develop you and all that. So, I mean, I'm on board with it. I think, it's proven that we have replaced this entire offensive line.
Yeah.
So, but I think we're right at the right amount of numbers with the guys we got out of the portal. So, I mean, I feel confident in whoever we get in as the offensive line coach. I mean, he's got to be confident with him. So,
yeah,
I'm excited to see who it is, though.
You know what, Hunter? I'm gonna take a page out of Herb's book, right? Listen.
Oh God.
Listen. The offensive line can't get worse than it was last season, right? Hey, so listen, so why not just throw 5 new guys out there and see what we get, man? It can't get no worse than it already was, So I mean, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. Definitely. We're gonna see.
Yeah. Ryan Williams did though.
Yeah, I mean, I have said that several times. We had all the talent in the world the last 2 years, and we couldn't get anything going. Why not blow it up, start over? Everybody's like, "Oh, all this inexperience." I said, "Well, we had experience."
Yeah, we and also
what's crazy, Herb?
I feel like
it's because Saban was still there. That's why you don't hear it. Okay.
Yeah.
But in 23, I mentioned this Friday night, Domo, and I think you remember this. In 23. Jalen Milroe got sacked 49 times.
Yeah.
I got that stat up on my page right now.
Yeah.
That is absolutely insane. We haven't said anything about that because who was the coach still? GOAT.
Yeah.
So that's why you don't hear anything. That's why, like you said, Damo, I mean, the best O-line was 2020 to now. So O-line has been our kryptonite.
If you really look at it, man, every quarterback we've had since Mac Jones has been running for his life. Bryce Young was running for his life. Milroe was running for his life. So I mean, Todd Simpson running for his life. So offensive line has been a problem. At least the board has really put a big emphasis on getting it fixed. This offseason, we pulled in 6 or 7 old linemen. So I mean, like you said, Herb, bro, just blow it up. Put a whole new group together and see what you get. So I think they're gonna be improved. Yeah, why not? So we're gonna see what they do. I'm ready for it.
I'm excited. I hope we don't get disappointed though.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the biggest thing.
Last question on this topic before we move in, and either one of y'all could jump in first.
Okay.
Is this the last change to the staff before we go into next year, or is something else coming still?
Go ahead, you got that, Hunter. Go ahead.
Hey, you're the main one on this show, so you got it.
Oh gosh,
that was the hot potato, boy.
Okay, I'll say as far as like big name goes. Like I can see us getting rid of like an analyst or something like that. But as far as like a really big coordinator, I think this is like the last big move that we see because this is the move that everybody was calling for. I thought there was a better chance that we saw Coach Kap get fired before we saw Grub. Well, I didn't think either one's gonna get let go at all. I heard after the portal, but I didn't believe that. So I'm kind of shocked they let Coach Kap go. But I think this is probably the last move that you see as far as staff wise until next season. Now, next season is when I think you see like majority of our staff members being let go or finding new jobs. But for right now, this might be the only one that we let go of.
Special teams coach, yeah, Joe Edwards, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Hunter, you have anything to add to that, or do you want to? Are we good there?
What's today's date?
What is it?
25th.
25th?
Yeah.
Ryan Grove will be out of there before the 30th.
Dang. Are you making the call? Like, have they already talked to you? Are you the one gonna do it, or?
Oh, I've already put in my application to go in and be the OC.
Now listen, y'all heard what he just said, right? Now when it comes to 30th, yeah. Are you all right?
Here's some other suggestions.
Wait, real quick though, have we got a new QB coach, or is it that tight end that coach that moved up?
I thought it was is Sheridan QB coach?
Yeah, but he's at Michigan State right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it might be it might be the tight end coach.
Yeah. But nah, like being realistic, I don't think so. We'll see another let go.
Yeah.
Now
I like these two suggestions, by the way, special teams coach and the strength and conditioning coach.
Mm-hmm.
And Cochran was at the game Saturday, so that's been all over. Yeah. Go ahead, Hunter. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh my! Hey, listen. Hey, if we get Scott Cochran back, yo, I'm trying out for walk on.
But isn't he the head coach at West Alabama? He got a head coach gig, right?
It don't matter. He'll make more money.
He wouldn't be the first head coach to leave to come here.
Money talks.
You know we could pay more than that, right?
You know what? Hey, make the call, bro. That's all I say.
Make the call. Scott, make the call. Sam Pittman don't matter. I mean, give him $5 million a year.
Yeah,
at least give him a chance at it. I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
But like I said, I don't think we'll see Grubb or nobody get released anymore.
Yeah. Now if
Grubb does,
yeah.
Hallelujah.
Now I'm gonna just say this. I think next season we're gonna need like a new offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. So yeah.
God, I don't want to lose.
That kind of leads you into what our last topic is, Domo. So we'll let you kind of expand on that one. 2026 outlook. Only one staff change to be made. A lot bigger in the transfer portal this year than we ever have. We're used to losing these numbers, but Saban only bring in like 5 or 6 in the transfer portal. So a lot of changes, a lot of staff change, not a lot of staff changes, but a lot of personnel changes. Domo, what is your feeling very, very early on? We haven't even made it to A-Day game yet.
Yeah.
On what Alabama is going to look like next year.
Well, I said this Friday night on the Blueprint. Well, I think it was either Alive or the Blueprint, but I will say this. Next season, I feel like there is going to be some growing pains and frustrations with Alabama because we're going to be a very young team. New offensive line, new defensive line, new quarterback. So there's going to be a lot of question marks with Alabama. Now, I do think that we have the talent to be able to overcome all of those situations or whatever. But I like the roster. I liked how they attacked the portal. I loved how they brought some really experienced guys in so that the young guys don't have to come in and just like be day one starters, even though I feel like a lot of them will be. But I got Bama going 10-2. I did say 11-1, but I go back down to 10-2. Even though I hate saying we're gonna lose 2 games at all, but
right.
I think Alabama is going to be a really young team next season, but this is also going to be the year that we see a lot. We learn a lot about Kalen DeBoer because it's really his roster now. So he's got his guys in there. So there's really no more excuses as to why it's not working. So we're going to be young, but it's going to be fun. I can't wait.
Yep. So piggybacking off of that, Hunter, is Kalen DeBoer on the hot seat entering year 3?
Oh.
And the answer is yes, by the way, if you're Alabama coach following Saban, but I want to hear your take on it.
Wait, before you go, Hunter, I just want to say, Herb, you asked the right guy this question because he's about to give you the most crazy answer. Go ahead.
Why do you think I'm going to give you the craziest answer?
I already know it, bro. I already know it. Go ahead.
I think it's already warm a little bit right now.
For sure.
Now, if he goes, let's say,
right here, 9-3,
9-3 potentially.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If he doesn't go to the SEC title game, if he doesn't go far in a playoff.
All right, I got a question. Does he have to go to Atlanta? Like, does he have to go to Atlanta?
No,
or can
he has to make the playoffs. I would say.
Yeah,
he's got to make playoffs. I would say now
Atlanta no longer matters as far as that goes.
Yeah. If he doesn't,
Georgia's won it 2 years in a row and not won a playoff game, so it's kind of not a stepping stone.
They can win the SEC all year. If they don't win a playoff game, I'm happy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But if the board loses another season where it's 4 losses, his seat is going to get very, very hot for sure. So
I agree
with that.
Yeah, and then whatever Domo says, everybody take the opposite because I don't know what it is with you, man. But every time you say something, it never happens. So
yeah, no, like just
like I was. Oh, what video was it?
Yeah.
Watch something.
What's up, TJ? Appreciate it.
Rose Bowl matchup. I think we're going to go very far in this playoff. Gets absolute boat race by Indiana. I'm like,
you know what, man? My job is.
And that's your co-host, by the way. This is your
dog.
Listen, I'm trying to get him. Hey, I'm gonna say this. Me and him has caused our run game to be crappy. Let's be honest. Because we said that Jan Miller's gonna rush for 100 or something. That never happened. So starting next season, we're never mentioning the run game ever again.
And you know what? And to go off what you said, Hunter, or whoever, I think it was that comment after the 9-3 comment. The seat is very warm. Okay,
it's very warm.
Like year 2 and year 3 is when you're really expected to make that jump as a head coach. Okay, now the seat is very warm, but I feel like the only way that he really is either in the hot seat or he gets fired is if we just go out there next season and we're just trash, like 6-6, 7-5, 4-8. Like we're one of the worst teams.
I'm gonna say we go 9-3, 8-4.
Yeah. So
I'm with you, Hunter. If we go 9-3, miss the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think they're thinking about a different direction.
The only thing that I love the board, I feel like he's a great coach, but the only thing I really dislike about like his tenure here so far is that when Alabama loses, like we get blown out of the water. Okay, like it's no we lost on a game-winning field goal or we lost on a game-winning touchdown or whatever. Like we get blown out by like 14, 21 points. Indiana just beat us by 35 in the Rose Bowl. Like that's the only thing I do not like about his tenure so far. But I mean, I feel like he's safe right now. But like y'all said, man, 9-3. 8-4, or we just like fall off the face of the planet, we're just that bad of a team, then I think he might end up getting fired, next offseason. But we're gonna see.
Yeah.
I mean, he went back-to-back years losing 4 games, so it's not the way, man. But
I said this before. Whoever follows Saban, before I even knew who it was gonna be, I said, give them 3 years and they're getting fired. It's just like an impossible.
You did.
Task. Yeah. The problem is in this day and age, when you fire your coach, you can lose your entire team. And that is something that you didn't have 5-6 years ago. You could fire a guy and the guys came to Bama to be at Bama. Yeah. Now you fire a guy and they were like, I just wanted an excuse to jump in the portal, test the waters and see whatever I got. And you get your roster pick clean. So that's, if Alabama does fire DeBoer after year 3, they have to be ready for a total reboot. Yeah. And the next guy trying to get things up on the fly, because what Courtney Morgan probably gone to with it. So who are you bringing in to fix that whole situation? I don't think the fans are ready for that.
And I want to add to that too, Herb. They also fail to realize, man, you're gonna have to find a new guy who wants to come in and put up with the fan base for one. Okay, when you fire the board, you're gonna lose the staff. You're gonna lose Courtney Morgan. You're gonna lose probably guys that are already on the team. Okay, and the
Yep.
board is putting some great recruiting classes together out of high school. Okay, he's giving you 2 top 3 classes in his first 2 years at Alabama. You're probably gonna lose that. So, like you said, man, it's gonna be a total rebuild for Alabama if the board is let go.
Yeah, I agree. This wasn't an Alabama one, but I did have to say this. I do think Kirby's done a good job with the teams he's had, and I would love to have won 2 SEC titles in a row. But being a top seed and losing 2 playoff games, not a good look for Georgia. Having said that, they're favored to win the SEC this next year.
Well, you know why, right? You know why they don't win playoff games anymore?
Why?
Because of a long break. Half the dang rosters in the Athens Penitentiary. So, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, do you expect them to go far?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
I told y'all, bro. I told y'all.
And on that note, we appreciate those are the topics that we have for tonight. Meant to say this at the beginning because JT's one of those people under it. Hope everybody's staying safe out there. We know the weather has been all over the place, all over the United States. Just I think just in Alabama, we've got snow and some tornadoes in other parts, and just heavy rain and ice. And so be safe no matter where you are. JT, you definitely missed, man. I hope to have you back next week, of course. Namo, let's start with you, man. Tell everybody where they can find you.
You guys can find me here on the Roll Tide Nation Network. I almost forgot. Okay, Hunter, be quiet, bro. Okay,
Hunter, I'm waiting for the group text after this show. Like I'm gonna get back in the group chat.
Listen, show. I be having so much to remember. It's okay. So Friday nights, man, you got me, my brother Hunter, man, the Bama Blueprint. Okay, you got Sunday night Talk'N Bama. Glad to have Hunter on with us. JT, you are missed, right? But my guy Herb as well. But in all, you can find me on the best Bama YouTube channel that there is. You can also find me on TikTok at Domo Reacts. That's DOMO_reacts. And I also can't wait for the season to get here, man, because I will be at a couple games as well. So that's where you can find me at, man. Hit me up, come talk ball with me. Appreciate y'all.
Hunter, what you got, man?
Find me on TikTok, Hunter the Bama fan. Find me every Friday night with my boy Domo and Bama Blueprint, and then that's about it. I mean, there's times where JT randomly invites me, or I just demand him to get me on the show. So one of those two.
He starts texting in all caps. I'm coming on.
I'm getting on. Send me the link.
Yes, sir.
That's about it, man. Did y'all realize how warm Tallahassee really was today?
No.
Why? Dude, because seat is so hot that it's warming up Tallahassee during this damn snowstorm. It's crazy, bro.
Wrap the show up, bro.
I seen the post.
He's gonna keep going.
Appreciate y'all. Look, Herb from the Herb Mirage podcast. You can catch us Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Central Time, or Saturday nights. As many of you in there, Latoya, I see you just jumped in. Roll Tide, appreciate you, Joe. We had a bit on this last show where we said how many SEC coaches are on the hot seat coming into this year. Sark absolutely is one of those. I've got Sark, Beamer. You can't spend that much money and miss the playoffs 2 years in a row for Texas. So if they miss it again, Sark on the hot seat. You can't go get Hollywood and Cam Coleman and go 9-3, 8-4 again. Like plus however much they're spending on Arch. What you got, Hunter?
I'm surprised you didn't say another coach. Honestly,
I got Beamer, I got DeBoer, I got Sark. Yeah, so those are my top three. Kirby is not on the hot. They don't build a statue of Kirby. Kirby can show up to practice in a robe with no drawers on, sipping on some Hennessy, and he is not getting fired.
You got Kirby on the hot seat, Hunter?
Dude, half his roster's in the Athens Penitentiary. Of course he's on the hot seat.
No, he is not on the hot seat.
I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna say this. As long as Kirby keeps going to Atlanta and winning conference championships, man, he's safe, bro.
Yeah.
Who's another one that could potentially be on the hot seat?
You've got so much turnover in so many places, so many people new. So those are my top 3. That was a question actually posed to me by an Auburn fan a week ago.
Yeah.
And those were the names we came up with. Beamer,
DeBoer, Sark. Who's another?
Most of the other guys have only been there, a year or two, or have some kind of success.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that's
it. I'm sorry. You're right. Josh Heupel. That was my 4th.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Thank you for that. Heupel for sure.
Hey,
Heupel gets a pass, I think, because of what he brought Tennessee from, but they have clearly hit a ceiling.
I don't think he'll be on the hot seat though. I don't.
But if you're Tennessee, what if you go 8-4 again and Vandy goes 9-3 or 10-2?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
can't.
Yeah. And they listen, and they blew you out in Neyland this past season, and you go there. So
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and lose your ball game.
That was a good one. Heupel was on our list.
So out, bro. I can agree with Josh Heupel, but I'm gonna say this: I think Lane Kiffin has a 2-year limit on LSU,
and that's what Kat said. I do too. I don't think year 1, but year 2 they're gonna be.
You can really say,
I'd say in year 1 for Lane, 8-4, 7-5.
You know what?
But he just signed a big deal, and they're but they're paying Brian Kelly too much money to get rid of Lane after a year.
They just spent like however much on that portal class too, though. So Lane, man, listen, bro. Them LSU fans is saying at least 11-1 for Lane Kiffin. That's all I'm gonna say. But we're gonna see.
We'll see. All right, I did kind of derail it, but that was an interesting one. Had to mention.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank y'all for sticking around, even when you didn't see JT here.
Yeah.
So we are gonna get out of here tonight. We'll be back next week. JT will be here, so I think we're gonna play Survivor and kick one of us off for next week to make room for JT. So.
Gotcha.
Tune in for that.
I won't be on here. So
I was gonna give some suspense, but roll tide, everybody, and as
roll tide, y'all.
would always say,
roll tide, y'all.
Don't give a piss about nothing but the time.
But the time.
Yeah.